Imagine just logging onto your laptop and instantly uncovering hidden gems about your property, or unlocking closely guarded real estate secrets, and doing it all completely for free. Well, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to empower you with the exact tools you need to pull up New Haven County real estate data from the comfort of your own couch. Whether you're a seasoned investor, a first-time buyer, or honestly just a local history buff, knowing how to tap into this information is a total game changer.
Seriously, think about what you could do if you had full back-end access to the data in your neighborhood. We're talking about tracking the history of that weird commercial building down the street, finding out exactly what a property is assessed for, or tracing a super complex chain of ownership without paying a single dime. This is public data, meaning it's yours to view. But, navigating government systems can be a bit of a maze, so that's exactly what we're going to map out for you today.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for The Explainer. First, we'll look at the property record treasure hunt. 2, the town clerk system. 3, navigating the search portals. 4, a step-by-step search guide. And 5, we'll wrap up with fees, challenges, and rules. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The property record treasure hunt. Why these records are your ultimate tool.
So what exactly are we looking for here? Well, property records are the official documents that establish, transfer, and encumber interests in real property. This is your warranty deeds, quitclaim deeds, tax liens, and property assessments. And the best part? These public records are protected by Connecticut's Freedom of Information Act under Statute 1-210. They're literally the bedrock of real estate transparency, created to establish a verifiable chain of title and publicly show exactly who owns what.
But why does this actually matter to you? Well, whether you're an investor digging into a parcel's chain of title to sniff out hidden mortgages, or maybe you're a homeowner who just wants to check on an old easement running right through your backyard, this data gives you absolute control. It's totally crucial for resolving boundary disputes with your neighbors, verifying who actually owns a property before you sign anything, and just preparing for a smooth, surprise-free sale.
Moving right along to Section 2, the town clerk system and what we call the Connecticut quirk.
Now here is where most people get tripped up right out of the gate. Your expectation is probably that you can just log on to one big centralized New Haven County database, type in an address, and boom, there it is. But the reality? You actually have to search individual town and city clerk systems. Yeah, in Connecticut, there's actually no county recorder. Under Connecticut General Statute 47-10, transferring real estate is only effective if it's recorded in the land records of the specific town where the dirt actually sits.
Because of this quirky rule, New Haven County is effectively chopped up into 27 distinct municipalities. We're talking major hubs like New Haven and Waterbury, all the way down to smaller towns like Cheshire and West Haven. So to find your property, you first have to pinpoint exactly which of these 27 municipal town clerk offices actually holds the keys to your data. That's always going to be your step 1.
All right, Section 3. Navigating the search portals and finding the right digital tool. Once you nail down the town, you need the right tool for the job. Depending on where you're searching, you might use the statewide Connecticut Town Clerks Portal, which is powered by COT systems, for checking deed indexes. Or you might jump into local GIS mapping tools, like Hamden Street Viewer, to look at parcel boundaries. You might even hop on to Vision Government Solutions to pull up detailed tax assessments and building sketches.
But heads up, here is a really important update. You might need to check the town list on the CT portal to see if your municipality has migrated to the new Record Hub system yet. This is a massive digital transition happening as we speak. Places like New Haven, Waterbury, Guilford, and Brantford have already moved their stuff over to Record Hub, which means you're going to need to create a free account on that specific platform to search their indexes.
Now, when you're looking up tax data on platforms like Vision Government Solutions, you're going to see the term Grand List. That's just an annual record of all taxable property in a municipality. But here is the insider secret you need to know. Connecticut property assessments are legally mandated to be exactly 70% of fair market value. So, if you see an assessment value of, say, $70,000 online, the town actually determined the fair market value to be $100,000. You absolutely need to keep that 70% rule in mind when you're running your investment numbers.
Let's dive into Section 4, Step-by-Step Search Guide, Executing Your Free Search Online.
Okay, so to search like a pro, just follow these 3 steps. First, identify the exact municipality. Second, pick the correct portal for that specific town, whether it's Record Hub or a local GIS map. Third, enter your search parameters. You can search by the grantor, which is the seller or borrower, or the grantee, the buyer or lender. But honestly, if you want a pro tip,
Using the assessor's parcel identification number, or PIN, is by far the fastest and most accurate way to slice right through the data without getting stuck on misspelled names.
And here's another awesome insider tip for you. There is an incredible amount of historical data right at your fingertips if you just know where to look. For example, the Cheshire Land Records site has this Index Books tab where you can view scanned, handwritten records dating all the way back to 1780. No way, right? Or over Hamden, their interactive map lets you easily filter by every specific street in town, which makes visualizing boundaries an absolute breeze.
Finally, Section 5, Fees, Challenges, and Rules, or navigating the fine print.
Okay, a very common challenge and a bit of a reality check is assuming that one single portal has absolutely everything. It doesn't. For instance, if you're browsing the town of North Haven's eSearch portal, they explicitly tell you that real estate tax and sewer use fee liens are not in that system. So don't get discouraged if you hit a wall. Sometimes verifying things like sewer liens just means you got to pick up the phone and call the local public works department instead of hunting around online.
Let's talk about the cost. Because these are public records, doing a guest index search is totally free. You can even walk right into any town clerk's office and view the original records at the counter for nothing. Viewing images online as a guest, also free, though they'll usually slap a watermark on there. But if you want to print clean, unwatermarked copies, or if you need official statutory certifications, standard fees set by Connecticut law will kick in. That's typically about $1 per page for printing and a $2 fee for official certification.
On an ethical note, here's a really fascinating legal update. Under Public Act 21-173, recent Connecticut laws actually allow homeowners to officially identify and remove void, unlawful, and racially restrictive covenants from historical deeds. And if you file the standard form affidavit to strike out that outdated discriminatory language, you can do it without paying any filing fees at all.
Before we wrap up, please remember this crucial disclaimer that you'll see plastered on sites like Vision Government Solutions. The information contained in this database is for reference purposes only. While online research is insanely powerful, this explainer is strictly for educational purposes. You should always verify your findings through official in-person channels or talk to legal and real estate pros before you go finalizing transactions or drawing up property lines. So now that you've got the digital map and you know exactly how to navigate this whole Connecticut quirk, it is time to start your search. What hidden history will you discover in your own backyard? Are you going to find an old, forgotten easement, a deed from the 1800s, or just get the peace of mind of a clear title? Apply what you've learned today, jump onto your local town clerk's portal, and start exploring. Because if there are literally centuries of secrets buried in these databases right now, what else is your local government hiding in plain sight? Subscribe for more deep dives into public data, and happy hunting.